Welcome to Tech Brothers Damer. In this video, we are going to use the NA function and also isEmpty function in PySpark. So what is the NA function? It handles missing a null or a none values in DataFrame. Common methods include fill, drop, replace. So we'll use all those examples and see how this NA function works when we have null values or none values. Okay, when we say none in PySpark, that means null. So just to remember that if you're coming with the SQL background. Now isEmpty counts the number of rows in DataFrame. So if we want to check if our DataFrame is empty, you can use the counter, but what's going to happen, the counter is going to trigger the computer, and that is costly process. So let's say you have millions of rows in DataFrame and you will like, hey, let me check if it is empty or not. So then there is no need to use really counter to and spend the resources. You can use the isEmpty function, and it will tells you like if your DataFrame is empty or not. Okay, great. Now we have all the details or definitions done. We have we can go toward demo. Here is my data, and you can see that we have name, department, and a salary right here. And I have some none values here. None mean null. So here is the department is none or null. Here is a salary, and then here is department and salary, and then we have all three values null, and that's all we have in this data. Now we have columns, and we know that the column is name, department, and salary. And here is we are creating our data frame df, and df equal to spark.create data frame, and then we have to provide the data for which we would like to create the data frame, and then we had to provide the list of the columns, and here we are providing this variable. So these are the columns. Now data frame will be created with the name df, and then we are showing the data frame. So let's go ahead and take a look first and create this data frame, and then we will take from there for the next steps. Okay, our data frame is created, and we can see the results. So we have name, department, salary, and let me show you. We have null value here, null, 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 and here we have null value here, and here we have also null values. So you can see some null values. Okay, let's take a look on the very first example where we would like to drop rows with any null values. Now I'm creating a new data frame here, df underscore na drop, and then we are saying equal to df data frame, and then that's our data frame we just created, and I showed you the output as well. So df.na drop. So if any value is null in any of the row, that row will be dropped. So let's take a look. Now we execute this part of the code, and here you can see that all those values wherever we had null values in any of the rows, they are gone. So if you want me to, maybe I can show you both columns at the same time, and that will be helpful so you will know what exactly is dropped. Okay, so let's go back. Here is our original output for df data frame, and you see that this was null here, so this is gone in this one, and then here this is also gone, and this is also gone. So anything we had wherever we had null in any of the columns for that specific row, that row is deleted, so that's not there anymore. So we use a na.drop function here to take care of that one. Okay, let's go to next scenario where we want to take a different approach. Replace null values with some specified values. So here we said that df underscore na underscore fill. So this is a new data frame I'm creating here, equal to from the df or from our data frame that we have initials created na, then we said fill, and here is the dictionary of list that I'm providing. So I'm saying name column, and then if name has the null value, change with unknown, and if department column has the null value, change with not assigned, and if salary had null value, change with the 0 value. And then I'm saying df underscore na dot fill dot show. So once this is done, this data frame is created, and then these actions are done, and what's going to happen, then show me that data frame. So if I will go execute this, so wherever we had those null values, now they will be replaced with the name will be replaced with unknown, department will be not assigned, and salary will be 0. So you can see right there. So name is replaced with unknown, and then you have department not assigned here because these were null values, and they're replaced with the not assigned, and wherever we did not have salary, it is replaced with the 0. Great. Now we are going to go to next one, and here replace specific values including null. So if we want to do like let's say df replace, now df this is a new data frame we are creating, df underscore replace, and we are using the previous data frame, right, this one, and saying where you had hr, replace that human resource. So in this data frame dot na replace, so in this data frame wherever you see HR value, replace with the human resources. So if we do run this one, what's going to happen, maybe I can run both of them and show you so you can compare. Okay, that will do it. So here you see that this is a we apply on action on this one, and you see that we have HR here, and then what happened here, it is replaced with the human resources. So that's what we can do with the na.replace. That's great. We have learned na replace, na drop, and na fill. So we have learned all these functions, how to use them. And the last function we are going to use is isEmpty. So here I'm creating a new data frame called empty data frame and equal to df.filter. So and here in the filter I'm saying if my salary is greater than 10,000, so give me all those records from the df filter and put into empty data frame and create this new data frame. So I don't have any salary that's more than 5,000 10,000, so it's not going to insert any row. So that's fine. So it will return empty data frame. So it will create this data frame, but there will be no records. And then I'm checking this data frame if this is empty or not. So then we can let me run this one. So if we execute, what's going to happen? You're going to see, okay, it says true because this is empty. Okay, and then if I will just want to show the output of empty.df.show, that will do it as well. It's gonna not show any record because there is no record, but it will show the header. So you can see right there it is showing you headers of that data frame. Now if we wanna do like maybe this data frame and then say is empty, so let's try another one. So we call it df underscore replace dot is empty. Okay, now if we use this one, it's gonna show false for this one because this has a records. So let's do that. So it's going to return you true or false values. So you see right there it's returning you false value. So there is no there are records in this data frame, so that's why it's not empty and the output is false. Okay, so I hope you learned something out of this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe my channel and I will see you guys in the next video.